Hello. Huskies back again with more Washington Capitals GM mode, Ranchers mode commentary. Last video we took care of the offseason in year one. Thought we had a good offseason. We do have a need to improve our, maybe not so much our bottom six, but we need to move Matt Niskanen because his morale is shit. And I right clicked, but you didn't see that because it didn't load. His morale is shit. Is it seriously still not gonna let me? Fuck it. Alright, I will say it again. His morale is shit. Hey. His stats are down. He's worth 5.7. Even when his morale is good, I think he's only an 87 overall. Which, 5.7, Kuznetsov's 5.2, Oshie's 5.3, Carlson's only 3.9 for the time being. When you have Backstrom and Ovi, they're higher. I mean, I have Alsner for 4.1, and he's the same overall. So I think Niskanen needs to go, and I can use him to bring back something. I was mentioned to bring back a two-way forward or a power forward with a good good defensive stats. I spent the last 10 or 15 minutes looking at possible trade options. One that I liked was going to Montreal and Brendan Gallagher. He's 25 years old. He's 86. He's a two-way forward. He's got great defensive stats. He's got fairly average offensive stats. But he's only 3.7 for 4 years as an 86. That's a pretty good price. And I should be able to get him rather easily. Another trade that I know works because I accidentally hit propose and they accepted it was trading Matt Niskanen, Marcus Johansson, and a second in 2 years for JVR and Mitch Marner. That's William Nylander. The only issue with JVR is he's really not very good defensively. I mean, he's not terrible defensively. The trade would be more to bring in Mitch Marner, but then Marner would be playing with Winberg and Drouin on the third line. And I'm not entirely sure that Mitch Marner really would prosper down there. And how much does JVR make? JVR makes 4.2 for 1 more year as an 86, so I'm saving cap. I don't really think there's anybody else that's... Leo Komarov has good defense. Nikita Zaitsev, Kasper Kapanen, Brendan Leipzig. They have Adam Rabada. Wow. Martin Marinson. Yeah, there's nobody on this team that really interests me down here. It was, if I make a trade here, it would be for a JVR. I think the deal I did was this, was JVR. For some reason, Mitch Marner doesn't have that high trade value. But Mitch Marner, and then I think I traded back. I traded back Johansson and a second in 2 years, 3 years. So year 4 draft, I don't have a second round pick. Now they take this trade if I actually put the draft pick in. Duh. Draft pick. There we go. They'll take this deal. So it's something to come back to. I'm not opposed to trading Johansson, especially if I get somebody else of decent value with him. One I was trying to make work, but the cap's just not there because, well, these guys make $9 million, and what I'm bringing back or trying to bring back doesn't cost anything. I was trying to bring back Nikolai Ehlers. He's a playmaker, but he's got decent defensive stats. He's also a right winger. He could slide into their third line, second line spot. And with him, I was trying to bring back Kyle Connor. This dude in the past couple ones has really developed nicely. He's off to a bit of a slow start here. I don't think he's getting the playing time that he needs. He had 54 points in the NHL last year. But I just could not make that deal work with the cap restriction that they have. I think Montreal was the best fit, honestly. I don't think there was any other team that really was able to... Oh, Calgary. Matthew Tkachuk's a power forward. He's only 19, he's 84 overall, medium elite potential. Average defensive stats, not the greatest offensive stats. His thing definitely comes from being physical. The only issue is he has a shit ton of trade value, and he doesn't make anything, so I really can't bring anything back. Because I don't think they're offering anything that's, yeah, they're not offering anything that's got cap issues. So the deal that makes the most sense, in my eyes, is either the Montreal deal or the Toronto deal. If I go for Brandon Gallagher, I probably don't need to trade Johansson, because Gallagher doesn't have that high trade value. I could take Johansson off of here, and this is probably a 1-for-1 that'll go through. I might need to add a prospect, but this would go through. I don't really think there's anybody else on this roster that interests me. Sherbeck, if he wasn't 21, he'd be a little more enticing. If he was like 19, maybe. I'm also kind of keeping an eye out for a bottom 6 guy that I could snag and toss in there. These guys really don't have any. But yeah, there's really nothing down here that's... Because I'd like to put Derek Roy back in the minors. I mean, Andrew Shaw would make the most sense, but he makes 3.9. I'm not signing this fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I don't think I can bring anybody back. Radulov makes 5.3. He's a sniper. I don't need a sniper. So I think I'm just going to do Niskanen for Gallagher. Let's try straight up. Alright, trade rejected. That's fine. I probably just have to give them something shitty. Well, not shitty, but a prospect. Do you want Derek Roy? Trade rejected. Alright, you don't want Derek Roy. How about that 2nd round pick 2 years from now? You don't want draft picks either. Shit, so this might not go through. Yeah. Well, it's just a little low. So I could probably get away with this 2nd round pick. And, probably Derek Roy. Well, let's try it. Derek Roy and a 2nd and Matt Niskanen for Brendan Gallagher. Alright, so we got Brendan Gallagher. Our defense was fairly stacked. So there really was not a need for Niskanen. Like I said, he was making a little more than I think he should have been. Gallagher's a good two-way forward. He'll fit in nicely. Now I just have to hit up the free agency and maybe look for... There's Jared Cowan's available in free agency. He might be somebody I want to grab. And I also need to put Beagle in the minors. I need to swap Beagle for someone. I just need to sign a bottom 6 forward. But I want to do this. I want Duran on the 3rd line with Johansson and Winberg. I don't think Johansson's going to like his role down there on the 3rd line. Same for Winberg. But we'll see how Burakovsky does in comparison to Duran. I like the 2nd line though. I think Gallagher brings a defensive aspect to the 2nd line that he didn't have before. Gallagher, Kuznetsov, Burakovsky. Yeah, I like that 2nd line. We're going to hit up free agency real quick because I need to find a defenseman. Just to... Jared Cowan or Brad Stewart. It'd be Jared Cowan because he's only 26. I have just enough cap space for him. So I'll throw him a deal. I'll bring it down to 2.05. He's 83 overall. I mean, if he signs, great. If he doesn't, oh well. I also need a bottom 6 guy that's not named Jay Beagle. The only issue is there's not much to pick from. I was kind of hoping I'd have better options here. They really don't. Tyler Kennedy might be somebody to grab. But we'll, I'll send him a couple days and see what happens. Because right now my defense is Carlson, Alsner, Bowie, somebody. I don't remember off the top of my head. Come on. Alright. Yeah, so I would have to give him more money. Let me look at my lines. What's my defense look like? Alzner, Carlson, Russell. That's right. Bowie, Nesterov, Chorny. So I need somebody better for that bottom pair with Nesterov. Next season, it should be this Sigenhaller kid. He's only 20, he's 70 high. He's already 79. One more year in the minors should progress him to an 81 or an 82, and he should be able to jump in next season in that bottom 6 role. Same with maybe Darren Dietz. So I might have 2 options next season. I'll have to wait and see. Nobody else down in my AHL teams are really going to do anything. I need to wait for Rasmussen and Suzuki to progress before I can really have an idea of my prospects, and I have to sneeze, so... Excuse me. Hopefully me turning off the mic isn't noisy. Alright, so Cowan didn't sign. I feel like I should sign him anyway. I don't like Beagle on the 3rd and 4th line, but I don't really have a choice. Nikitin. Actually, he might not be a bad choice either. He's only 31. Lucian Vishnowsky, he's 41. Yeah, no, I'm going to throw a Nikitin option. He's only 1.6. I could probably get him for 1.5. I have to sneeze again. Damn it. Alright, sorry. Oof. Some pollen must be fucking with my nose. Alright, so, for a bottom 6 guy, there's not much to pick from. I'm gonna wait to see if he signs before I make a signing. Because this team needs a... Jay Beagle can't play in that 4th line. He just can't. So I want to see if he signs. Because if he signs, that fixes our defense. Alright, so we have Nikitin. If I go swap him in defense, Taylor Chorny, you get dumped for Nikitin, who's in the minors for some reason. At least I hope he's in the minors. Manage rosters, right? Duh. Roster moves. In the system, Nikitin, call him up. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go to edit lines. I'll slot him in there with Taylor Chorny, for Taylor Chorny. I think this really shores up our defense. He's an 82 overall. With morale, he could be up to an 83. He's a defensive defenseman. Play well with Nikita Nesterov. Should probably play them on their... Yeah, that's how they should be played. Nikitin has no offensive kit. Like, he offers nothing offensively, but I don't care. 4.5 star defensive, 4.5 star physical. He's fine where he is. And then these 4 will be big. I hope Bowie gets another big boost this year. He's playing a top 4 role when he is a top 6 guy. He's a 2-way defender. I really don't have that offensive defenseman with Niskanen gone, but I guess John Carlson pretty much can be that. Alright, so now I need a 4th line player to swap out Beagle. I mean, Beagle's not horrible. This 4th line is pure defense. And Jay McClement has 87 faceoffs. So, I mean, you know what? I think I'm going to save my cap space and just roll with this team. Now, let me set up my power play. Ovechkin, Backstrom, Kuznetsov, Carlson, Russell, that's fine. Oshie, Winberg, Johansson, that's 3 playmakers. Or 2 playmakers and a 2-way forward. I'm going to take Johansson out of here and put Duran in. Because I think Duran's a better shot than Burakovsky. Alzner and Bowie. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I'm going to put Nesterov back there. Because Nesterov's an offensive defenseman. And I could do with him growing a little bit. For my power play, that's all fine. Penalty kill. Beagle, Gallagher, McClement, Fiddler. Do I leave Beagle there? I mean, he does have 85 faceoffs. I kind of want to leave that how it is. And I want to get Nikitin out there instead of probably Chris Russell. No, Chris Russell got 5-star defense. Never mind. Yeah, I'll take Bowie. Bowie's on the power play, so I'll put Nikitin on the penalty kill since he's just a defensive stalwart. Yeah, there we go. We have 2 defensive defensemen there, so I'm going to put Carlson on the first pair. There we go. I'm going to leave. I'm going to put Beagle on the second one, though. Because McClement's faceoffs are just absurd. He's got great defense. I mean, he's a 4th line forward. Beagle's actually a minor scoring forward. I'll have to keep an eye on him. He'd be the one guy I replace. And then we'll put Bowie Alfred Nikitin. Because Nikitin's a defensive guy. He can go down there. Alright, extras. 4 and 4 is all fine. Bukowski, yeah, because I have Duran on the power play, so that's okay. Extra attacker. Ovechkin, Backstrom, because that's off Oshie, Gallagher. We'll put Duran in the shootout, because, well, why not? Boosh. Alright. Goalies, we still have Holtby and Picard. Picard might be trade bait if he progresses to an 85. Just because I don't need an 85 overall backup goalie. I don't have any goalie prospects, so... But if he can bring me back something, maybe bottom 6 forward, and a pick, I'd be okay with that. We're at 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start the sim. Yeah, let's do that. I think our team's looking good. I like our team more than I did last year. Really like this team more. I feel that Brendan Gallagher edition was big. Just because that second line was able to score, but they weren't able to keep pucks out of the net. So even if it's only one guy, ideally they should be able to at least even it out a bit. Our playoff or preseason run's kind of meh, but it's preseason. I don't take any stock in the preseason because usually if you go 6-0, you're terrible. Usually if you go 1-5, you're awesome. Don't have any waivers. All right. So as always, we will sim game 1. We are home opener. Nolan Patrick on the starting lineup for the Carolina Hurricanes. He's an 83 overall. He's already better than he was when I had him. And this is his year 1. I only made him a 72 or 73. Jeff Skinner and Tyraddy. I just gave him franchise potential, so maybe that's why he got such a boost right away. But Nolan Patrick's going to be the face of the Carolina Hurricanes. Oh, no one happening. Our home openers and season openers were fucking terrible. Every team I play as. Are we going to get shut out again? Didn't we get shut out last? Hey, TJ Oshie gets on the board. Proving that resign was worth it. Oh, but Jeff's going to get the netter. Alright, so 4-1. They outplayed us. Carolina, I think, is going to be a team to watch in this. Noah Haffinen, Jeff Skinner, Teuvo Teravainen. I'm only going to sim to November 15th because I want to keep an eye on that bottom 6. And I'm only at 17 minutes, so... kind of want to see how my team's rolling. Oh, right, I want to actually scout. Who have I scouted so far? Nobody. That's fine. I'm going to actually scout this year because, like I said, I have a couple guys that are edited that I might want to keep an eye out for. I don't have a first round pick. I only have a second and a fourth, basically. Those are the ones that matter. Alright, so either we score 5 or more, or we don't score at all. Montreal's 5-1. Oh boy. I wonder if that Niskanen trade is really helping him. Yeah, look at this. We lose 3-0, and we win 5-1. We lost 2-1 to Vancouver. We beat St. Louis 5-0. Oh, okay, there's back-to-back wins. Maybe this team just has to... Maybe the locker room chemistry wasn't there to start the season. And now we're rolling. Oh, 5-3 loss. We beat Vancouver. We always need to beat Vancouver. They're 6-5. Yeah, we beat Vancouver. Nice. We beat the Kings too. Nice. 8-5. Beat the Predators. Nice. 9-5. Can we end the sim with the Boston Bruins victory? They're 8-3-3. They're off to a good start. Oh, it's a long game. Andre Burakovsky's been injured with a left elbow, so he's out till the 19th. We'll replace him. I don't know what I replaced him with. I think I replaced him with a defenseman. Alright, so we lost 8-4. Holy shit. So we're still giving up a ton of goals. I'm going to have to hit up free agency real quick. And sign a forward. Because I don't have a scratched forward. I only have scratched defenseman. That's proposed trade, not free agency. I'm a dummy. Free agents. 1.3. Man, I would love to sign Granlund, but he's... I can't. just gonna sign Martin Havlat. He's gonna be a healthy scratch. I don't really care. Because of we have 87 locker room chemistry. Nice. If I go to my edit lines, it's probably gonna have Tyler Chorney. Oh no, I have Stanislav Galiev. All right, so maybe that's not terrible. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I should sign him. Because if two of them get hurt, I can't put a defenseman in. Ideally, you should have 2 forwards and a defenseman as your scratches. All right, so we'll advance until we get Burakovsky's available. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to best lines. Fuck. Oh, we're advanced one day. Please don't get hurt, Burakovsky. Alright, Martin Havlat signed. Cool. Alright, so edit lines. I have to fix all this shit again. Yep, everything's all out of whack. Duran for Gallagher, Beagle, McClement, Fiddler, that's fine. Burakovsky, Kuznetsov, yeah, that's right. Defense, Nesterov, Bowie, nope. I want Nikita down there. Special teams, I wanted Nesterov out there. I'm so upset that I hit best lines. Nesterov. Do I have Havlat on the NHL roster? I don't. Okay, so I have to go call him up. The defense is fine. Penalty kill, that's what I have to change. That's fine. I need to get Bowie out of there for Nikitin. Keaton can go down there. And I have to do the same thing here. Bowie for Nikitin. And then down there. And what else I have to change? The shootout, right? The shootout. Who did I took out Gallagher for Duran. There we go. Boosh. Alright. So upset that I hit that button. Oh, I gotta call up what's his face too. Buster moves. In the system, Martin Havlat. Yes. Alright, there we go. And that's just a fail-safe for if people get hurt. Alright, so we're 10-7 right now. We're only 5 points behind the Penguins. That's really not a bad start. All of our games have been regulation. Or there's just not in shootout wins, I guess. Or not in shootout. We haven't lost it overtime. Fucking Christ, that's what I was trying to say. Evgeny Kuznetsov leading the team in points. Alright, so Ovechkin's off to a slow start. He does have 10 goals, though. So Kuznetsov has 19 points on the second line. The second line's what? Gallagher and Burakovsky? Gallagher's got 8, Burakovsky's got 6. They're all a big time plus. Yeah, so that's exactly what that needed to be. That third line's struggling a bit down here. Is it because I don't have any defense? Probably. Oh, Johansson's not a terrible defensive guy. I might swap Johansson for Gallagher. I think that third line might need the defense more. That fourth line's doing alright though. I'd like him to stay out of the penalty box, but really, Madison Bowie doesn't have a single point. Oh, that's I don't like that. But Burakovsky's got 6. How many does Duran have? Duran has 4 points. He has 7 total. Or 4 goals, 7 total. Jay Beagle has 9 points. Like, why are my fourth line scoring? I don't get it. I'm not gonna make that line change just yet. We'll sim a bit more because I still have some time here. I have a few more minutes. We'll sim to until I run out of time. Let's sim to the Toronto game and see where we get to. So we're 10-7 right now. 11-7. Hopefully Burakovsky doesn't get hurt again. 4-1 loss to Philly. 3-2 loss to Philly. I don't feel like this team should be struggling. I know that third line doesn't have the greatest defense, but our offense on all 4 lines should most definitely make up for that. Especially when we have Alexander. Maybe just because Ovechkin's having a slow start. I mean, the guy scored 43 goals last year. He's barely got... Well, no, he had a ton of goals. He's just having assists. Maybe I drop Oshie off that first line. I don't know. I didn't do my scouting again. God damn it. Back-to-back big wins, so 3 in a row. We're 16-10. Still no overtime losses. We beat Montreal 1-0. Alright, so I have a few more minutes, so let's keep going. Let's go till January 1st. Oh, my week break. Oh, we'll just go to the next Toronto game, which is... We have a week off. God damn. Alright, we've won 5 in a row. We're looking good. Calgary's always a thorn in my side. Yep, they beat us. Back-to-back losses. Nice. Win 5 in a row. Are we gonna lose 7 in a row? Alright, cool. We get back on them. We beat San Jose. Nikita Nesterov has been injured with an injured hand. December 23rd. Assistant coach can replace him because I've got Taylor Troney who can pop in for him. I didn't do my scouting again. God damn it. Nikita Nesterov's available. That's nice. He's not playing yet. Let's see if he's ready one of these games. Oh, still nothing. The 23rd is when he's expected to return, so he'll probably be ready now. Yeah, he's ready. I can bring him back. So where are we at? Damn, Pittsburgh took off, and we kind of stayed stagnant. Alright, so we have to put in... Taylor Troney's 80 overall, so he's not terrible. Nikita Nesterov goes in, boosh. Alright, cool. 27 minutes. It's going to be 30 minutes. Send the next game, and we'll look at stats. So we have 41 points. We're 20, 14, and 1. Again, fairly average, but not. I mean, we're only 3 points behind Philly for second place. I mean, the Penguins are just running away with the division, and probably the NHL. Yeah, they have 36 games played. We only have... Oh no, the Devils only have 32. Shit. So we have 35 games played. We're scoring a bunch. But we're giving up a bunch. Well, not really. We're pretty much average. Power play's decent. Penalty kill sucks. Alright, so I have to change my penalty kill. Because that's bad. That can't be a thing. So how many points did we have? 41? So we're in a wild card spot. Hey, we're well ahead of the other wild cards, so that gives me a little optimism going forward. The Penguins and the Blackhawks lead the league, followed by the Panthers and the Flyers. I mean, we're 8th in the NHL. That's not terrible. Average points. Looks like Ovechkin got his shit together. He's a point per game player. He's got 21 goals. Nobody else on my team has double-digit goals. Goddamn, Ovi. Backstrom. Oshie's struggling, but I mean, they're plus 10, 14, and 15. That line 2 is really kind of come back down to earth. Chris Russell has 20 points. Jay Beagle has 16. Gallagher and Burakovsky have 15 and 14. So after that hot start, they've calmed down as well. Granted, Burakovsky was hurt for a bit. Duran has 13 points. Johansson has 13. So that second and third line might just need to shake up. Fucking Jay Beagle has 16 points. Jay McClellan has 14 points. Brendan Fiddler has 13. He's outscoring. Oh my goodness. Madison Bowie's on the board. Nice. Nikita Nikitin has 5 points. He's a defensive defenseman. Alright, so this is... I don't know. Well, I mean, we're a plus across the board. I'm assuming Braden Holtby's doing well. 204, 18 and 9. 4 shutouts. Yeah, Picard's struggling a little bit. Is there anybody in our AHL team, like, doing well? I have this kid, but he's not really doing well. Sandberg's another minus again. This guy's a +4 somehow. Nice. Him and Dietz are the 2 guys to keep an eye on. That's really it. I don't have anything else down there. Alright. Well, I'm going to call it there. I'll tweak the penalty kill next video. But as always, comment your thoughts on the Gallagher deal and if I should trade Johansson. Still kind of leaning that way. but I don't think he's hurting us. Yeah, I just don't know. I think I need to fix the penalty kill. I think the penalty kills are a big culprit for these losses. Yeah, I'll tweak the penalty kill next video. I'd probably just have to change. I'd probably just have to get Beagle off of one. I think McClemont's fine. I think the Beagle Gallagher can probably be Backstrom Oshie. And the other line can be McClement, Gallagher or something like that. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. That's the best way to see when my videos go live. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.